Kamakura is a popular day trip an hour from Tokyo, often called Little Kyoto because of its beautiful temples and shrines. Today we're going to Enoshima and Kamakura to see how busy it really is and go off the beaten track to a shrine that promises to double your money. There are several ways to get there. We're taking the JR Tokaido line so we can go to Enoshima on the hanging monorail, and I'm so glad we did because we got a view we weren't expecting. I didn't expect a Fuji view from the monorail.
The next station is Ofuna JT7.
Here we are at Ofuna Station, and looks like it's the next. The Narita Express is over here. I didn't realise it came this far. We're at Ofuna Station on the way to Kamakura, and there's a stamp. It's one of the not the giant Buddha, there's a giant statue at one of the temples. We've taken the JR Tokaido main line from Tokyo Station to Ofuna Station. That's because I want to go on the hanging train which goes from Ofuna to Enoshima. It isn't the most direct way to Kamakura. You can get a train straight there, but I wanted to go on the hanging train. And I just noticed on Google Maps that not too far from Ofuna Station there's a book-off Super Bazaar, which are always really big. That's bazaar, not bizarre. So we're going to go and check that out. Even though we're not in Tokyo, there's still Family Mart right there and over there. Book-off is a shop that sells second-hand books, games, CDs, anime, manga, and some stores have all sorts of things. Everything's usually in excellent condition, and it's a great shop to go hunting. This book-off has a bit of everything. It is much bigger than the ones in Tokyo. We're back at Ofuna Station now. The hanging train is called the Shonan Enoshima line. It's not run by Japan Railways, so you need to come out the ticket gates. They call it the Shonan Monorail on the signs here. The routes come outside, you can see the town there. We're just following the signs this way. Here's the station for the monorail, and you can use your Suica card. Ofuna is the end of the line, so you can't go the wrong way, and then Enoshima is the end of the line the other side, so we're going along the complete line. It's about 14 minutes. There's something fun about a hanging train, and it was definitely worth a slight detour to go on it. Plus, we got to visit that giant book-off. The monorail line goes through tunnels, and there's a 40-metre change in elevation along the line. The steepest parts are 74% incline. We got a great view at the back where you can see the track, and I always like it when you can see the driver. And at the end, there was a surprise we weren't expecting. Is it Fuji? That could be Mount Fuji over there. The monorail's twinned with the Wuppertaler Schwebebahn in Germany, which is the oldest hanging train. I didn't expect a Fuji view from the monorail. It looks pretty big from here. We're at the monorail station in Enoshima, and they've got a stamp. Oh, it looks like one of them's really cute. So, some people. Monorail. But there's the sea candle in Enoshima. It's a 20-minute walk to the beach and Enoshima Island. If you take the other train, you end up a lot closer to it, but I think it's totally worth it to go on the hanging train. Watch out for hawks, they're targeting your food. Oh no, look how scared she is. This is the station for the Enoden electric railway that you can take to Kamakura. That's actually really close to the hanging train station. Let's get the stamp at the Enoden electric railway station. They've got a cute mascot. There's lots of places to eat in this street from the station. There's takoyaki and donuts, and they've got fast food across here. Oh, sweet potato crisps, white baked croquette, a pizzeria next door. I like how this really feels like a beach town as you're walking along. We're trying to become purin connoisseurs and taste all the purins that we come across around Japan. We've had them from Shirakawa-go and Atami, and Enoshima has its own purin as well. We've got two different ones. This is the standard purin, and we're also trying the retro purin. I don't really have any concept of what the difference is going to be. I'm trying the standard one first. It's a good purin. I think it has an almost coffee flavour in a way. You might not like that, Phil. Now let's try the retro. It looks the same. It's got a sharper taste somehow, I think.
It's more firm.
It's firmer, you reckon? It's got a stronger flavour. I think the original was more creamy. they're both nice though. Now let's continue towards Enoshima Island. There's Mount Fuji. It's a pretty good view today. I remember we saw Fuji from here before. I don't remember it looking that big from here. We're just walking across the bridge to Enoshima Island. This is our second time here, so we have done a lot of the stuff that's on the island already. There's some caves that you can go along, there's trails, there's quite a lot of restaurants. I think there's a little beach you can climb down to, but the better beaches are on the land side. And there's an observation deck called the Sea Candle. There's an escalator you can pay for that takes you up there. Watch out for those birds, and they are up there. There were some dragons on the stone lanterns back there, and there's a legend with a dragon to do with Enoshima. Legend has it this area was once terrorised by a 5-headed dragon. The place was plagued by earthquakes and storms, and when they finished, a goddess called Benzaiten appeared, and the island of Enoshima rose up out of the water as her home. The dragon fell in love with her, but she refused to marry him unless they left the people in peace. With the protection of the dragon, the area prospered like never before. That's where we arrived at the Shonan Monorail, and we walked down here and across the bridge onto Enoshima. This must be the local mascot, and Enoshima is a surfer town. There's a map of the mainland. Just ahead, this shopping street is really busy. There's lots of snacks and restaurants on there. I don't know if you can see them on camera, but there's so many huge dragonflies there. There's sweet corn there. I can eat that. I didn't realise there's a hot spring here, so you can have a hot spring bath, a sauna, and they've got an infinity pool. That'd be nice on a cold day. Sometimes this street is really busy. It doesn't look too bad today. There's quite a few restaurants along here. As you'd expect from somewhere by the sea, it is very seafoody. You get a lot of shirasu in Enoshima, which is whitebait. There's Enoshima whitebait croquette. If you're not into Japanese food, there are restaurants with other things. This one's got a variety of burgers. You can go half and half and have whitebait burger, and there are chips as always. There's denim soft serve ice cream and denim lemonade squash. What flavour do you think that is?
A hot dog and a blue bun as well.
Oh wow, blue hot dog. Jeans flavour. Oh, it's Shonan Denim Street, Enoshima. I thought that was in Okayama. Up there's the entrance to Enoshima Shrine. It's dedicated to Benzaiten from the dragon legend. People go there to pray for a partner in love and for riches. It is really steep here. I can see why people pay to go on the escalator. This is the entrance to the escalators, and the shrine entrance is just there. We got some ice creams. I've got ramune soda flavour, and Phil's got vanilla strawberry. It's quite tangy ramune flavour. It's like lemon and lime flavour. There's like a fire engine coming up here. I wonder what's happening. That's really steep for a tiny van. Hope everyone's okay. We're not going further up the island today because we've been around all the trails. Last time we came, we thought we'd do different things this time. So we're just walking down and we're going to go on the beach. This is where you get the famous snack of Enoshima, that you get a squid or a little octopus and they flatten it into a wafer. Oh, there's dragons up there on the lamppost as well. It's very pretty inside here with the hot spring with all these lanterns. It looks nice inside the hot spring. Look at this. You can get a massage, and this rooftop infinity pool with a view of Mount Fuji. Pretty nice. There's a free foot bath just here, and it's got a view of the sea. There's some kids in it at the moment. I can't film the actual thing. And there's a food truck here and restaurants with ice cream right there. This restaurant has whitebait gelato. You know, I said whitebait's a speciality of Enoshima. Fish ice cream. Look how happy that one looks on the shirasu's whitebait. I think Fuji's gone away now. It looks a bit cloudy over there. I can't see it now. So that was lucky we got that view earlier. We crossed back over the bridge to the mainland. There's also a ferry if you prefer. Here we are at the beach. It's quite dark sand here. A lot of sea view places there. It's quite a big beach. And there's some people learning to surf. And Enoshima Island's over that way. Lots of people out on sailboats as well. Apparently this sand is dark because it's volcanic. So it's from ash from Fuji and volcanic rocks and lava flow. The monorail station's just there that we arrived at earlier, and here's the station for the Enoden, the electric railway that goes over to Kamakura. Look at these birds. It's so cute how people have made clothes for them. I've seen gachapon of these. Do you know Enopiko, a bird living in front of Enoshima Station wearing cute costumes? Aw, that is very cute. Now it's time to go to Kamakura, which is just along the coast. Trains to Kamakura this side, and you can use your Suica card. This is the cute train line that's really popular because it's featured in anime, so loads of people want to take pictures of it. Look at this vending machine. You can get food sample key rings. They're 700 yen. That's just in with all the regular drinks in the vending machine. They've got a special Sanrio drink as well. This is a good vending machine. That's strawberry kalpis. Along the way to Kamakura, you can stop at Hase for Hasedera, a lovely shrine with hydrangea in June and July and lots of Jizo statues, and Kotoku-in for the giant Buddha. This railway has nice views of the sea, but it can get quite full, so in reality it's not always as relaxing as you imagine. We were pretty lucky to get a seat today, and look how crowded it is at the station. Here we are at Kamakura Station. It takes about half an hour to get between the two. It wasn't too busy when we got on the train, but more people got on along the way, and it's really busy at this station now. Last time I was here, it was busy all the way along the line. This is the train that was featured in the opening of an anime, and there's this one street where you see the train go past a level crossing with the sea in the background, and everyone was taking photos of it. It was in all the news a while ago because people were blocking the road and it was causing trouble, and I did see a lot of people there taking pictures. You can tell it's a touristy place, it's so busy at the stamp. They're not usually like this. This is a very popular one. I've been queuing up to get this. Oh, that's cute. Must be their mascot. And that's a temple or shrine here. Oh, her cat mascot. Ah, that's them, Mikan. And this is part of some Billabong stamp rally, but we'll collect it anyway. Billabong. There's Kamakura Station. People call Kamakura Little Kyoto because there's so many temples and shrines. And just like Kyoto, you can get lots of matcha ice cream as soon as you get to the station. We actually want to be on the other side of the station to head to Komachi-dori. We've just gone round the back of that little tower. There's an underpass here. We're headed for Komachi-dori because that's the main shopping street where there should be snacks and things to eat. Komachi-dori is a touristy street, so it's always quite busy, but once we turn off it, we'll be away from the crowds and have the streets to ourselves. There are lots of little souvenir shops, lots of places to get ice cream. Oh, Yurinan, that's the same as that dorayaki shop that's in Takeshi Street in Harajuku. We've got wagyu donburi, that's rice bowls, pickled cucumbers, here's your vegetarian option. Now this shop has plant-based matcha ice cream, dairy-free and egg-free, and milk. Well, dairy-free milk ice cream. That's this one on the corner by the Komachi Street sign. This shop's got all sorts of dango with different toppings. Fake takoyaki, takoyaki style dango. This shop's got lots of donburi, seafood rice bowls, and lots of white baits, the local speciality. It's B-side label, I love that shop. They've got lots of really good stickers. Here's some kakigori, hojicha, matcha, strawberry, peach and melon. It's a cute little cafe. What are these? Some fried buns. Here's a taiyaki stand, coloured taiyaki. I've got a taiyaki. Normally I always choose the sweet flavours because I prefer sweet things, but I wanted something savoury after that ice cream and purin, so I've gone for cheese today. It's freshly cooked, I had to wait while they made it. It took about 4 or 5 minutes. The batter is still slightly sweet. It's a soft taiyaki, melty cheese. There's a knife shop. You can have your knife with your name. I've always wanted a knife with my name on it. It says you can travel with your knives on the plane if you put them in your checked suitcase. Most countries allow you to enter the country with kitchen knives, but some countries have restrictions. They've got some fancy ones here with dragons and Mount Fuji and a chopstick shop. Lots of souvenirs. Oh, it's a cat cafe. That's what it is. It's very cute design though. This is like a taiyaki, but in the shape of a Buddha. Good luck cake.
Warabi mochi.
Some traditional warabi mochi. The most popular thing to do in Kamakura is to go and see the giant Buddha statue. And there are lots of other things to do here. There's a lot of temples and shrines. My favourite place in Kamakura is Hokokuji Temple because it has a little bamboo garden. It's got a tea house in it so you can have some matcha and look out at the bamboo. And personally, I prefer that one to the bamboo forest in Kyoto because it's much calmer, it's less busy, and you don't have big walls between you and the bamboo. I do have a video about that. It's very old, from about 10 years ago, I think, but you can see what it's like. Kamakura is a really popular day trip from Tokyo, and sometimes it can be really busy here. Today it's a Wednesday, but it's the Wednesday just after a 4-day holiday, so I think that's why it's quieter than usual. If you can, go to Kamakura on a weekday when people are at work and there are fewer domestic tourists. At the end of Komachi-dori is Tsurugaoka Hachiman Shrine, which is a really big shrine. It is quite nice with red bridges. There's a big lotus pond there. I've been to that one before, so we're going to go to Sasuke Inari Shrine, which is a shrine I drew from my calendar. This shrine has more fox statues than you've ever seen. And here's where we go off the beaten path. It should be about 20 minutes, half an hour walk this way, away from the main street. I can hear lots of crickets and birds. We're just going through some quiet residential streets. There's a little stream down there. It feels like we're off the beaten path now, walking through all these streets where people live. It's interesting seeing how narrow they are and just seeing people driving around, going about their business. Can you hear all the crickets? There's a museum here. Oh, it's Kamakura Museum of History and Culture. Oh, and there's a sign to Sasuke Inari Ginger Shrine. That's where we're going. It's 900 meters this way. We're going through a tunnel. This does feel like it's off the beaten track. It's very peaceful. I can hear so many birds. Birds or insects. We're actually on our way to 2 shrines. At the second one, you can double your money. It looks like it could be the entrance. Some little foxes. The entrance has a trail of red gates. Torii gates like this are said to separate the human world from the place where gods live. Each gate in the trail is said to increase the sense of sacredness as you pass through them. There's lots of little foxes dotted around. It was quite a climb to get up here, especially in the heat, but Inari shrines are my favourite. I love the lanterns and red gates contrasting with the greenery and all the fox statues. Foxes are mischievous messengers of the deity Inari. The ceramic foxes really are everywhere. If you want to, you can buy a pair to leave at the shrine. Oh, they're all over the stone lantern. It's got a really mysterious atmosphere being in the woods. Very calm. Oh, there's some gold ones. Oh, wow, they go all the way along here as well. It's a whole mini fox army. These are all quite small. Now let's go back through the gates to the human world and onto another shrine where they say you can double your money. We just went back to a fork in the road and up this way. It is quite steep. This must be the entrance. It looks quite mysterious with this tunnel. That's where we came. It's pretty steep. Ooh. So mysterious. This is Zenriarai Benten Shrine. Zenriarai means coin washing. It's said that if you wash your money in the sacred spring water here, it will double. There's a little cave. We're going for 1,000 yen. The money doubles if you wash it. I'm not going very high stakes. You have to let it dry naturally. Should we go and spend this in the arcade? Usually, shrines are Shinto and temples are Buddhist, but this shrine fuses them both. It was founded when a god appeared to a man in a dream, ordering them to build a shrine there to bring peace. That was on the day of the snake, in the month of the snake, and the year of the snake, so they dedicated it to Benten, a Buddhist goddess associated with snakes and dragons, the very same one as in Enoshima's dragon legend. These are the Emma that you write your wishes on. These ones have got a snake design. When the shrine shop's open, you can buy them there and hang them up. Oh wow, someone's done a really good drawing on this one. They've got a cute snake design as well. And these are the omikuji, the fortunes that you can buy at the shrine shop as well. If they're bad, you can tie them here to get rid of the bad luck. Here's a map of the shrine. Where's that? A waterfall over there. There's some koi carp down there. Always love seeing them. And a waterfall. This is a really nice shrine in the natural surroundings. It's the 5 o'clock chimes. Is to tell kids it's time to go home, or to tell people it's time to go home. We're just getting back to Kamakura Station now. I think I can see it up ahead. So that's the end of our day trip. I had a really good time looking around Enoshima and Kamakura. Even though I've been here before, it is a lovely place. Enoshima has a really nice feel to it, and I always enjoy being by the seaside. I think there is enough to do in Kamakura that you can make a repeat visit and see things you didn't see the first time round. I really like both those shrines. They were really peaceful. It was nice there weren't too many people there. And we're going to spend our 1,000 yen in the arcade and see if we really can double our money or turn it into cute stuff and Dars chocolate. It was about 20 minutes to walk to the first temple from the main shopping street, and then about 10 minutes to walk between them and about 20 minutes to walk back. The way there was a little bit steep in some places, but it wasn't too bad. It's quite a hot day today, quite humid, so we were feeling it a little bit. So now we're going to take the train back from Kamakura Station back to Tokyo, instead of going back to Enoshima, but you could do this whole thing the other way around. If you're not bothered about going on the hanging train, there's a more direct way to get here on the Odakyu line. You can save a few yen with the Enoshima Kamakura free pass, a sightseeing ticket that includes the round trip from Shinjuku Station in Tokyo and the Enoden between Enoshima and Kamakura. It's going fast. We're getting the JR Yokosuka line back from Kamakura to... Oh, there's that giant statue from the stamp. I think this is a great day trip from Tokyo. You've got the caves, the bamboo garden, the beach, the shrines. There's enough to do that you can choose what interests you, and I enjoyed it even though I've been before. You could just go to Enoshima or Kamakura, or both like we did. If you want more ideas for Tokyo day trips, there's a playlist on my channel, including Yokohama, Atami, Kawagoe, Shibamata, Chofu, and Mount Takao. I'll see you next week with new Japan videos every Thursday.